Congratulations, you've made it into Summa, a program specially designed for brilliant minds with brilliant teachers and fun curriculum. You're now considered to be one of the smartest people in your entire school. What's that? You got B's and C's in elementary school? You're not sure why Summa is so prestigious? You're scared of what's going to happen in this more intense program? Well, don't worry, this little guide is going to give you everything you need to know. The first thing you'll need to do is blend in with everyone else. That's right, you'll have to blend in with the people who stand out. You'll adapt along the way, but here's what you'll need to start. A 3-ring binder, lined paper, college ruled is often preferred, graph paper, a pen, a set of highlighters, pencils, and get the Dixon Ticonderogas or a mechanical pencil. Seriously. Organization, or lack thereof, erasers, as you'll make many mistakes, and lots of notebooks and comp books. Also, you may want to get ATA 84, magic cards, various cool nerdy and geeky items. Think You Can Jinx can help you with that, neither of which we are sponsored by. An overly expensive computer, glasses or contacts, necessary for maximum nerdiness, a mysteriously large amount of free time in which to play video games to discuss with your friends, and gum and food, it gets you friends, I promise. Oh, and let's not forget, get a giant backpack, like a really giant one, seriously giant. You're going to need it to fit all that stuff in, and also all that homework. Which reminds me, Summa is homework. Summa is all about testing your time management, or more commonly, your lack thereof. Be prepared to try and figure out how to write that paper you've been assigned for a month the night before it's due. Don't worry, it probably wouldn't have been any better if you'd done it in advance. You'll also probably never have a day where you have more than 20 minutes of free time, and you'll probably be staying up until 1 or 2 in the morning. And yes, doing it in advance doesn't suddenly make time appear. Don't worry, sleep isn't that important. Just pretend to be awake and everything will be fine. You might even catch a nap in a few classes. So, with homework being such a big part of Summa, be prepared for a warm welcome. Immediately, you'll be thrown into the mess by being given one of the most difficult and time-consuming projects of your Summa life, the science fair. Be prepared to write the equivalent of a miniature college thesis in 5 months, instead of the normal 4 years. That's right, you're going to be doing it in the time span that it takes for an average American to even decide what they want to do. Be prepared to hastily bind together barely correlated pieces of background research you found in the citations section of various Wikipedia articles, completely ignoring the fact that you should only be using .edu and .gov sites, into a barely understandable, let alone related to your project, background. Then have fun having a mid-school crisis you attempt to get various pieces of equipment and Verniers' various probes to work, and ultimately give up and throw everything on the ground. Don't worry, you can just write in your lack of data in the error analysis and attribute it to poorly designed software. Couldn't have been user error. You can do the same for your non-existent procedure. Now, if that sounded bad, that's only the surface. Be prepared for so much worse. It's the intimidating, horrifying, consuming aberrations. The book assessments! Book assessments test your ability to complete tens of pages of essay writing on the night before it's due. And these are no elementary school book reports. No, these will test your entire range of thinking, from knowledge to evaluation, and show you how terrible you are at it. Even with all of Ashkenos's guides and help, which are debatably guiding and helpful, there is no escaping this inextricable monster that will doom you to 5s. Probably. There is no more that I can say but good luck. You'll need it. There's so much more than this, and we can't teach you 3 years of knowledge in, well, that long. Don't worry, you'll learn along the way. After all, that's how we all learned. As long as you don't mind screwing up, it's going to happen no matter what you do. You'll be fine. And yes, a B is a passing grade. Tell that to your parents.